평범해 보이는 학교. 갑자기 수업 중 정체불명의 방송이 시작되었는데요. 수업을 조심해야 한다는 내용이었죠.
Emergency broadcast. School district alert. Number 47. Attention all students, faculty, and parents. This is an urgent notification from the school board. As of 8:45 a.m. this morning, multiple classrooms have reported severe behavioral anomalies among teaching staff. If your instructor has failed to blink during lessons for more than 72 consecutive hours, do not approach them. Do not make direct eye contact. Most importantly, do not remind them to blink. The first signs are subtle. A math teacher staring just a second too long at the chalkboard. A history professor whose eyelids never flutter, even when chalk dust clouds the air. By day 2, their corneas will appear unusually glossy, like wet glass. By day 3, you'll notice their lips moving slightly when no one is looking, repeating the same phrase in a whisper too quiet to decipher. This is not exhaustion. This is not a medical condition. The unblinking staff members are not sick. They've been replaced. The real teachers are still in the building. We found them in the boiler room, the janitor's closet, even folded inside the gym mats. Their eyelids were removed with surgical precision. Their mouths are sewn shut with what appears to be human hair. If you suspect your teacher is affected, follow these instructions exactly. First, discreetly pass a note to the nearest administrator, but do not write on lined paper. They're attracted to the grooves. Second, if the teacher begins writing on the board in perfect cursive, immediately look away. That's not English they're transcribing. Third, and most critically, if your teacher's reflection ever appears in a window or mirror, while their real body is turned away, close your eyes and count to 7. The thing wearing their skin can only mimic sight, not comprehension. Here's what the school board hasn't told you. This started in 1987. The original unblinking teacher was never found because she never left. She's been promoting staff members who exhibit exceptional focus for decades. The current principal hasn't blinked since his hiring in 2003. This broadcast will self-destruct in 60 seconds to protect remaining students. One final warning. Check your own blink rate as you watch this. If you realize you haven't blinked since the message began, put your head between your knees and wait for the screaming to stop. They always scream when the transfer completes. God help the class of 2024. Transmission ends.
서로를 믿을 수 없게 된 학생과 교직원들. 그 무렵 다른 학교에서도 방송이 나오기 시작하였는데요.
This is a Level 2 academic compliance alert, issued in coordination with the Department of Student Preservation. Please remain seated, maintain eye contact with your desk, and do not interrupt this broadcast. You may have noticed something strange during class today. A wrong equation on the board, a historical date slightly off. Your teacher called you the wrong name and smiled when you corrected her. You thought she made a mistake. She didn't. She was testing who still thinks they're real. We regret to inform all students and staff that correction protocols have been suspended until further notice. You are no longer allowed to correct your teacher. Yes, even if she's completely wrong. Even if she tells you your hometown doesn't exist. Even if she writes numbers backwards. Even if she starts speaking in a language no one has taught you. Because the truth is, that is no longer your teacher. Reports have confirmed that all 9 classrooms under Sector B have experienced changes in instructional identity. Students who raised their hand, questioned the material, or corrected the instructor were observed exhibiting the following side effects: sudden dizziness, nosebleeds, speech duplication, repeating the last thing the teacher said involuntarily, temporary visual distortion of the face when viewed through glass or phone screens, faint sounds of whispering from inside their locker. If you have experienced any of these, Do not go to the nurse. She already knows. She helped them get in. This all started last week. A student corrected a small grammar error in room 4C. The teacher turned to him slowly and said, "Then teach it yourself." He hasn't been seen since, but we all hear his voice at the start of class now. You've heard it. The soft humming before roll call. That's him. If your teacher pauses and stares at the corner of the classroom for more than 12 seconds, close your eyes. This is not a punishment. This is for your protection. If the lights flicker while she's speaking, don't blink. If she writes your name without asking, erase it before she turns around. If she asks, "Would you like to correct me again?" say no. Say it clearly, and never look away from her hands. And now, the part they didn't want me to say, what you weren't supposed to know. She's not teaching the wrong answers. She's teaching the new reality, the one we're being reshaped for, the one where facts shift, names dissolve, and you exist only if she allows it. You thought this was just a mistake on the board. You thought you were being helpful. You failed the test, and she knows. This concludes the compliance briefing. Resume silence. Accept the lesson, or be replaced by someone who will.
그렇게 오늘도 침묵 속에서 수업은 계속되었죠. 그리고 나오는 또 다른 경고. 위의 경고들을 무시했다면 이제 누군가 여러분의 이름을 부를 것입니다.
This is a Level 3 school-wide identity alert, issued for all students currently enrolled in public, private, and unlisted institutions. If you are recognized by faculty members you've never spoken to, this message is for you. You've never been to the principal's office. You've never caused trouble. You keep your head down. You don't skip. You don't speak up. And yet today, your principal looked at you and smiled. Not a polite smile, a familiar one, as if they knew your name before they ever heard it. And then they said it, your full name, with perfect pronunciation, no attendance sheet, no ID badge, just your name, like they'd been waiting. This is how it starts. You won't notice anything strange at first. They might wave at you in the hallway, mention your grades before you've submitted anything, tell you they've been keeping an eye on you. But you've never even met them. You'll start to feel like you're being watched, because you are. Not by cameras, not by staff, by whoever gave your name to the school, because you weren't on the roster, not last year, not the year before. You were added, not enrolled, not transferred, just added. No records, no birth certificate, no emergency contacts, just a name and a chair with your body in it. This is not your school. It never was. The moment the principal called your name, they confirmed the upload was successful. You're not the student. You're the backup. You're the version they're testing this semester. Everyone sees you, but no one really knows you. That's not a coincidence. That's the program finishing installation. Here's what you need to do. Do not speak to the principal again. Avoid direct eye contact with any staff member who calls your name. If a teacher says your name twice in the same sentence, leave the room. Check the student list in the office. If your name is handwritten while others are printed, you were manually inserted. You'll be called to the office soon, not because you did something wrong, but because they need you out of the hallway. They need the real one to arrive. And when they do, you'll still be sitting in that chair, but it won't be yours anymore. So if your principal knows your name, and you've never met them, you were never registered, and now you've been noticed.
리뷰하는 남자 이웃집 철입니다. 오늘은 데드 시그널님의 아날로그 호러 영상을 가져왔는데요. 일단 허락해주신 것 감사합니다. 비록 점프 스퀘어가 주는 자극적인 공포는 없었지만 보면 볼수록 점점 빠져들고 소름 돋는 공포가 들어있는 좋은 영상이었습니다. 하나의 시스템을 위해 개인의 생각과 감정을 배제하고 통제되며 하나의 부품으로서 살아가는 인간의 모습. 따르지 않거나 다른 생각을 한다면, 부정한다면 대체되어 버린다는 아주 험뜻한 무서운 메시지를 가지고 있는 영상이었네요. 오늘 영상은 여기까지입니다. 다들 좋은 하루